Radhe Radhe. Today is shloka number 15 of Vilāpa-kusumāñjali. Yada tav sarovaram saras brung salolasat saroruh kulojjalam madhuvari sampuritam. Isfutat sarasi jakshi he nayan yugn sakshat dvamau tadaiv mam lal sanjani tavai dasye rase. O blooming lotus-eyed girl Rādhe-jū, when my eyes directly saw your pond Radha-kund, which is filled with sweet water and lotus flowers surrounded by blissfully humming bees, then I really got the desire to taste the nectar of your service. So Sri Ananda's Babaji Maharaj is explaining. In this previous verse, Sri Raghunātha Dāsa Ji prayed to Śrī Rādhā-jū that he may once see her lotus feet anointed with nectar, and in this verse, he prays for the actual service of these anointing lotus feet. Having become more greedy for that service, O lotus-eyed Rādhe-jū, ever since I got to see your lake, I developed a liking of your devotional service. Śrī Rādhā-kund is limitlessly beautiful, crown jewel of Braj. Priyaji's Sarsi, which is most dear to those whose everything is service of Śrī Rādhe-jū's lotus feet. Kundir mādhurī hona Radhara madhurima, Kundir महिमा जेनो राधारा महिमा सही कुंडे एक बार जय करे स्नान तारे राधा समुप्रेम कृष्ण करे दान. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. This kund is as sweet as Rādhe-jū's sweetness, and the kund is as great as Radha Rani's greatness. Sri Krishna will bestow a love equal to that of Rādhe-jū's to anyone who bathes even once in this kund. Only the experienced devotees understand the complete feeling of mindness of Radha Nishtha devotees who love Priyaji with their whole hearts and who have offered their hearts to her lotus feet towards Śrī Rādhā-kund. It is here that Śrī Rādhā-Madhav eternally play their midday pastimes, and there is no place so dear to them as this. The kund is related to Swaminiji as being non-different from her. So along with kund, those devotees who are surrendered to see the Leela. So here in this beautiful prayer, Sri Rupa Raghunātha Dāsa Ji is not only explaining the significance of Radha-kund, but also have a strong desire to attain the service in the Nikunj. I think every devotee, Rasik devotee knows that Radha-kund is very dear to Radha and Rādhe-jū and Ṭhākur-jī because their everyday midday Leela is manifested here in Govardhan Radha-kund. So there are lots of significance of the darshan of Radha-kund or taking bath in the Radha-kund. Like when a devotee takes bath in the Radha-kund, it develops a feeling of approaching rāgānugā-bhakti. Suppose a devotee is doing only, like suppose someone is doing Vaidhi Bhakti and he takes bath or he takes darshan of Radha-kund, then a feeling of approaching mādhurya-bhava or rāgānugā-bhakti bhakti takes place in his or in her heart. Secondly, it awakens the desire to obtain the service of Radhe-jū's lotus feet in the Nikunj. Naturally, these feelings started coming in our heart, and the main is the prominent benefit of getting darshan or taking bath is that it escalates the feeling of mindness, that loyalty takes place in our heart, and we become Ananya of Radhe-jū. Ananya means completely devoted to Radhe-jū and Ṭhākur-jī, completely devoted to Rāgānugā-bhakti. And what is this exclusiveness? Without exclusiveness bhav, without this Ananyata bhav, nobody can touch the surface of Rāgānugā-bhakti. If we want to sink in this mādhurya-bhava, so we should, first of all, we should have to be completely Ananya-bhava with our beloved Ṭhākur-jī and Radhe-jū. Once what happens here in Vrindavan, Ṭhākur-jī was playing flute on the bank of Yamuna, and Radhe-jū was playing along with her sakhis and manjaris very near to bank of Yamuna at that time. So they're having a lot of fun. So suddenly, Ṭhākur-jī started playing flute, and at that time, sakhis, manjaris, Radhe-jū having a very fun time. But as they listen the voice of this flute, they immediately give up everything and they start running towards this sound. And because Radhe-jū is very soft, very tender girl, when she was running with her sakhis, she has so much sweat. And when they reached near Kṛṣṇa, and Kṛṣṇa was smiling at this time, and Lalita Sakhiju gets angry. Here, angerness or everything is very in a lovingly manner. Na? There is not angerness, is not rude here in the Leela. So Lalita gets very angry and she says, Shyam Sundar, why did you play flute anytime? Na? We are doing some work, you always play the flute and we have to give up that thing immediately. And you have no idea, our Swamini ji was running and she is so much tired now. So what punishment should I give you? Thakurji said, why did you come here? I did not call it. I just played this flute only for my Radhe-jū, not for all of you. And Radhe-jū, and then Lalita Sakhiji looks at Radhe-jū. What do you think? What punishment should we give to Thakurji? Radhe-jū says, Lalita, today we should take his flute. Because if he has no flute, then he cannot disturb us anytime. So Thakurji said, no, I will not give you my flute. And Thakurji is very strong and these sakhis are as soft as Radhe-jū. So Lalita-ji went there and Thakurji said, no, I will not. He is taking from one hand to another and lifting sometimes here, keeping it backside. But Lalita-ji completely fails to snatch this flute. So Lalita-ji says to all the sakhis and manjari, all of you come and one sakhi will hold the one foot of Thakurji, another will hold another foot of Thakurji, and I will hold from the back side, the waist of Thakurji. So all the sakhis came there and they hold completely. And in Thakurji's right hand, he lifted so upper side that no one can snatch it. Now finally, Radhe-jū comes very nicely and she looks at Thakurji and Thakurji completely surrender and give it to Radhe-jū. And Radhe-jū says, now I will play this flute and now you will have to dance. Thakurji said, no, please, Swamini-ji, you do not do, please, because it will not produce any good sound. You cannot play it. Lalita Sakhiji said, what do you think? You are very talented in playing flute. Thakurji says, yes, of course. And Radhe-jū says, okay, now I will play flute. As Radhe-jū started playing, it is not producing any sound. And Radhe-jū couldn't understand why it is not working. She is looking like just keeping it and looking inside it, but it's not working. So Lalita-ji says, Swamini-ji, you try one more time. And then again she tries to play, but it doesn't make any sound. So Lalita-ji said, I told you already, Radhe-jū, that Thakurji is very clever. He has done 100% some magic inside this flute. That's why he can play and you cannot play this flute. Then Radhe-jū goes near Thakurji. You tell me what magic have you done? Thakurji said, I have not done any magic. So all the Sakhis at this time completely folded caught by by all the Sakhis, and this one hand, another hand on in his both legs are completely held by the Sakhis. And when Radheju comes, she keeps this flute on Thakurji's lotus lips. And then Thakurji closes her eyes and he started playing, and then such a mesmerizing sound started producing. And Radheji is so much surprised. Everyone is surprised when Thakurji is playing. It is working. Why it is not working when I am playing? Then Radheji take it out and keeps on a lotus feet, and she also close eyes as Thakurji did, but it is not working. Then Lalitaju said, Radheji, you come with me. You stand under this kadam tree, and she keeps Radheju's one right leg to on over her left lotus foot as Thakurji stand. Then she curves her waist also. Then she tilt her this forehead also, little bit shoulder, and she says, now you close your eyes and then you play this flute. Radheju tries it and Thakurji laughed so much. Radheju says, why are you laughing, Krishna? Now, why don't you tell me what is the magic? Thakurji says, okay, first you tell me when you were playing flute and your eyes were closed, whom are you thinking about? Actually, Radheji was thinking about Shyam Sundar, but he didn't tell. She didn't tell. She said, no, I was not thinking anything. Oh, no, Thakurji saying, but you must be thinking of something. Then you were started playing. So Radheji said, okay, I was doing Roop Dhyan of your lotus face. Thakurji says, that's why it was not working. When you know I am the exclusive devotee, I am very loyal to you. Whenever I play flute, I always do the Rūp-dhyān of your lotus feet. That's why it produces so mesmerizing sound to all of you. So you do it by yourself, it will work. And Radheju again close her eyes. She does the Rūp-dhyān of her own feet. And when she plays, it produces a very musical, very amazing sound. And Radheju is surprised. And she looks at Lalita Ju, who always provokes her that Thakurji is not loyal to you. And Lalita Ju also laughs at this. And she says, Radheju, please forgive me, but you have no idea how clever is Shyam Sundar. So in this way, Thakurji is proving that exclusiveness, this loyalty is very much necessary for a devotee who really want to approach or who really want to sink in Madhurya. So until or unless we do not reach to this loyalty or this mindness or this Ananya-bhava, no one can claim that we are doing Raghunātha actually. Okay, so but if we are as all of us are very beginner devotees, so we have no need to be stressed or to be like think that how I will reach to that stage. For those people who have not become loyal like me or not having the feeling of mindness and this that so much extreme ananya, for those people the great Rasik Acharya says, Sei kund ek bar jai kare snan, tare Radha samuprem Krishna kareda. Who take bath in Radha-kund. To those devotees, Thakurji bestow his love equal to that of Radheju. So the people who are, if you are getting direct darshan of in Radha-kund, it is very good. If someone is not getting direct darshan of Radha-kund, then they should do Rūp-dhyān and Thakurji will accept it and you will also get the same benefit of Radha-kund darshan as you do it in person. Okay. When Krishna is eager to meet Śrī Rādhā and can find no means to see her, he takes shelter of Śrī Rādhā-kund. The most fortunate souls can live on the bank of Śrī Rādhā-kund, and that fortune consists of Sri Radharani's personal mercy upon them. In Braj Vilas Istav, Shri Das Goswami ji writes, Pura Premodrek Pratipada Navananda Madhurya. Because of having worshipped the beautiful lotus feet of Sri Gandharva and Achyuta, means Sri Radheju and Shyam Sundar, with the ever fresh sweetness of pure spiritual love in their previous life, some great souls are able to live on the bank of Swaminiji's dearmost lake, Śrī Rādhā-kuṇḍ. These great devotees are my life and soul. So, this Radha-kund is very dear to Thakur-ji and Radhe-jū, because when Thakur-ji is not getting darshan of Radhe-jū, when Thakur-ji is not able to meet with Radhe-jū, he comes in the shelter of in the shelter of Radha-kund. There he prays and get darshan of Radhe-jū. Similarly, when Radhe-jū feel the separation of Thakur-ji, she also comes in the shelter of Radha-kund, and she also gets darshan of Thakur-ji. So first I tell you how this, some of you I think know how this Radha-kund was manifested actually. At this time where this Radha-kund and Shyam-kund, these are like one pond is here and another one is also very close. It is actually from inside, it is mixed with each other. The water is mixed with each other. So at this the place where Radha-kund and Shyam-kund is exist here, it was like Arist village here before. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ji came at this place, he started dancing because of a lot of ecstasy. At that time, it was Arist village because Thakurji, Kṛṣṇa, killed a demon and his name was Aristasur. And this Aristasur demon came in the form of bull. Okay, so when Thakurji killed him, and after that Thakurji went to meet Radhe-jū in the Nikunj, and on the door Lalita Sakhiji was standing there. She just kept her hand. No, you cannot go inside, Kṛṣṇa. Thakurji said, why I cannot go? Then because you have killed a bull today. And killing a bull is a great sin. It's a biggest sin. So you cannot enter. Thakurji say, no, Lalita. Actually, you have some misunderstanding. That was not a bull. That was a demon who disguised himself as bull. That's why I killed him. Lalitaji said, no, I do not know, Kṛṣṇa, whatever it is, but you cannot touch our Swaminijis because you have done this biggest sin. So Thakurji said, okay, so now you just tell me how can I get rid of this sin? And Lalitaji says, okay, so you go to all the pilgrimage. There you take bath in each and every pious river. Then you come here. So you will become pious. And listening these verses, Shukdevji Maharaj smiles and he say, Apavitra pavitro va sarvavastham gato api va ya smaret pundari kaksham by abhyantaram suchi. Who remembers the name of Kṛṣṇa, who remembers the form of Kṛṣṇa, that devotee becomes completely purified outwardly and inwardly. Na? And to that Thakurji, this Sakhi is saying, just go, take bath, and when you become pious, only then you can enter in the Nikunj. So this is the glory of the Braj Ras. This is the glory of mādhurya-bhava, that Thakurji is completely tied up and he feels helpless because before all these gopis and sakhis. And Thakurji says, but Lalita, you tell me one thing, if I just go to all over the world to find pilgrimage and take bath in each and every river, it will take so much time, na? And if I get late, then your Samini will be angry with me. So what I do? Lalita Sakhiji says, you are so clever. I will not give you any solution. You do by yourself. He says, okay. Thakurji takes his flute and he started digging there. And in after a few moments, Thakurji summoned all the pious rivers of all over the world. Ganga, Yamuna, Kaveri, Narmada, everyone comes here. And this kund is completely filled. This is called Shyam-kund. Thakurji took bath and he says, now I have completely pious, so I can meet with your Swaminiju. Lalitaji says, yes. But before entering in the Nikunj, Thakurji says, no, Lalita. First of all, you should also have to take bath. Then you can come in the service of Radhe-jū. Lalitaji says, why? I have not done any sin like you. Thakurji says, because you already knew that this bull was the demon. Still you took his favor. That's why you also engaged in this thing. So you go and take bath. Lalita ji said, no, 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 I cannot leave my Swamini ji alone here. In the meantime, Radhe ji also comes outside and she is also listening their conversation. And Lalita said, no, I cannot leave my Swamini ji here alone. Na? Thakur said, no worries, I will do your duty. I will do your Swamini ji's seva. Lalita ji said, no, 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 I cannot leave my Swamini ji alone with you actually, Kṛṣṇa. Then Thakurji says, no, because you gave me punishment now. This is your turn. You also take bath. Just go. And then Lalita Ju whispers in Radhe-ju's ear, Swamini Ju, what should we do? Then Radhe-ju said, why did you tell him such a big thing that you go and take bath? The same thing he is telling to us now. What we do? You tell me, Lalita. You are asking to me. Thakurji says, okay, I give you one solution, Lalita. If you take bath in shampoo, then you will be completely pious. And Lalita Ju says, but Radhe Ju says, okay, Lalita, you take bath, the problem is solved. Lalita Ju says, no, 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 Swami Ju, if we take bath today, tomorrow Chandravali come, then her all Sakhisha, Padma, everyone will come here. And Thakurji will take all the credit, you know. So why do we take bath in his kund? I think you should also manifest one kund here. And Thakurji become very much pleased while listening. Thakur said, yeah, this is also beautiful idea. Radhe-ju, you manifest here one kund. I will also take bath in that. And so then Radhe-ju took his bangle. This is called kankan in Hindi. So Radhe-ju took his kankan and then she digs little bit. And after a few minutes, all the pious rivers, they come immediately here in the service of Radhe-ju. And this Radha-kund is completely filled with sweet water. And then Radhe-ju and Lalita Sakhi, all the Sakhi took bath. At that time, Thakurji was so much pleased that he promised, say kunde ek baar joi kare snan, tare Radha samprem Krishna karidam. Anyone who comes here and takes bath here only once, even in his lifetime, I will bestow my divine love to that devotee that is equal to Radhe. So this is the Leela, how it was manifested. So, and here Śrī Raghunātha Dāsa Ji is saying that these great devotees are my life and soul. He is telling about those devotees who are very fortunate, who has done so many auspicious deeds. Auspicious deeds doesn't refer to the normal ordinary world. Means those great merit which are accumulated by doing the service of Radhe-ju's and Thakur-ji's lotus feet. You know, when we do for a long time the service of Radhe-ju and Thakur-ji, living in Vrindavan, Barsana or Govardhan or Brajmandal, anywhere in Brajmandal, then we become so much fortunate to those devotees, those great acharyas. Śrī Raghunātha Dāsa is saying, these great devotees are my life and soul. So in this way, Radha-kund was manifested. And now the beautiful description is coming. So first I will read this stanza. Then I will ask all of you to just listen the beauty of Radha-kund. So all of you also can do dhyan spontaneously. Okay. The bank of Radha-kund is really wonderful. There are divine kadam, champak, kund, sirisa, kirti flowers, and pinshuka trees, as well as the beautiful lavang, jati, yuthi, and madhvi wines are there. There are many different fragrant flowers, and shuk and sarika parrots are sitting on the branches of trees, singing sweet songs. This is called rasgan. About Śrī Rādhe-jū and Madhav. Cuckoos sing in the fifth note, means they are singing very high, and bees are humming. So many birds are chirping, and the peacocks spread their tail feathers out as they sweetly dance and cry out Keka. The great branches of tree that beautifully all the banks of Kund are studded with goosebumps of ecstasy, which they show in the form of their notes. And they shed tears of ecstasy in the form of honey that trickles from the flowers. The water that fills Radha-kund and Shyam-kund, sweet and filled with many colorful lotus flowers, is not actually water. It is splendid, spiritual, erotic flavor of Radha and Madhav's pastimes. These things can only be seen with spiritual eyes that are anointed with the salve of love. Materialistic people can't see it as it is. In Antardasha, means internal consciousness, we practice līlā-mayi bhakti, devotion that is filled with transcendental pastimes. So now, based on Sri Anandas Babaji Maharaj, I would also try to explain the beauty of Radha-kund. So for this, what all of you have to do, first you feel himself as Siddha Sarup. Okay, it can be your Sakhi Sarup, it can be your Mañjarī Sarup, or you can feel the friend of Radhe-jū or friend of Kṛṣṇa, whatever bhav come in your mind. Okay, so now I would request all of you to feel it, this bhav, to do the rūpa-dhyān. All of you close eyes, and what I am saying, please you think accordingly. Okay, so I am completely telling you on the basis of one. So now here rūpa-dhyān starts. Trees are here and there. Everything is covered with trees here. And this mañjarī is sitting with 2-3 baskets filled with the lotus petals, or the lotus petals are there, rose petals are there, and very like parijat flowers are also there, and hibiscus flowers are also filled in this basket. She is waiting because she has idea that for midday Leela, my Shyam Sundar and my Swaminiji would definitely come here in no time with all her Sakhis and Manjaris. So this time she is looking the beauty of Radha-kund. She saw that at one corner there are so many blue color lotus flowers are blooming, and another corner so many white color lotus are blooming, and in the middle so many golden color lotus are blooming here. It seems that Thakur-jī is looking at Radhe-jū continuously. She is thinking about after seeing this flower, she is imagining that Thakur-jī is looking at Radhe-jū. Now this Mañjarī is smiling. The meantime, she saw that beautiful swan and cranes are also swimming here and there. It seems that they are also waiting for the midday Leela. Suddenly, very tiny small flowers are shedding in the water from the branches of the trees, and they also want to offer their services. These flowers are trying to cover the Radha-kund water, as they also want to engage in the service of Radhe-jū. The whole atmosphere is synced in such a beautiful fragrance, such a nice, delectable fragrance is going on because so many flowers are shedding from the branches of trees. And this time, 2-3 peacocks come very near to this Mañjarī, and when they also feel that Radhe-jū is coming in no time, very soon she would be coming, they become so much agitated. They started calling Shyam, Shyam, Shyam. They started calling Kṛṣṇa actually. And this Mañjarī is looking here and there. She thinks a lot, what I can do for my Radhe-jū today. She takes one basket. She walks here and there. Then she goes 2-3 steps down in the Radha-kund. She does pranam and she quotes. She spreads some lotus petals there. And when my Radhe-jū will come in the water, you can touch, because I cannot touch my Radhe-jū directly. So by the medium of few petals, I can touch my Swaminiji. Suddenly, she listens a very sweet jingling voice of Radhe-jū's bells. And she came out of the room. She is waiting eagerlessly. Heartbeat is going very high. And she saw so many beautiful sakhis. Manjaris are coming very fast. They are dancing. And among all of these sakhis, Radhe-jū is completely covered. She's trying to look. And then suddenly all the sakhis becomes left and right to Radhe-jū, and Swamini-ji is coming very close to her. She couldn't understand, Manjari, what I do, what I can do. Then she takes another basket and starts spreading these rose petals on the way of Radhe-jū. Radhe-jū is walking and she is looking slightly. She's casting her glance over this Manjari. Radhe-jū smiles. As Radhe-jū smiles, this basket completely falls down from her hand. She is thinking what I can do, Swamini-ji. This is my first time that I am watching you. You are so much causeless, merciful. And she is thinking, may I touch you once, Radhe-ju? May I assist you, Radhe-ju? But she couldn't speak any word. Radhe-ju understand what is going in her mind. She put up her shawl and she throws over Manjari's face and says, you take care of my shawl. I'm going to take bath. Manjari says, Radhe-ju, may I bring you to the kund? Radhe-ju says, come. And she keeps her lotus arms on Manjari's shoulder. Both are going, all the Sakhis and Manjaris are following. Both are going down 2, 3, 4, 5 steps. And Radhe-ju says, now you wait here until I take bath. You keep my shawl with you. She comes, this Manjari comes up and looking with such a beautiful, divine, phenomenal. And she's thinking, oh my God, Shyam Sundar must be coming. Suddenly she saw parrots, peacocks, everyone is singing Shyam, 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 and Thakurji's flute is resounding in the atmosphere. She looks back, oh my God, so beautiful Shyam Sundar is coming. This is his first darshan of Shyam Sundar to her also. She is so much overwhelmed. She is feeling that she would be fainted. Somehow she controlled herself. Shyam Sundar comes to her and he gave his pitambar shawl over her shoulder. Can you manage my shawl also? She couldn't say, she couldn't blink eyes also. Thakurji laughs a lot and she is looking that Thakurji is going down to Radha-kund. She is also going 1, 2, 3 steps down. And then suddenly Thakurji jumps and they started playing game there, splashing water over each other. And so many tiny drops are coming over this Manjari's face. Suddenly she felt consciousness, and in place of smiling and laughing, she started crying. These tears are coming out of joy, out of ecstasy. And she is only reciting Radhe, Radhe. She has no words what to say. And she's saying, I'm so fortunate. I'm so obliged to my Guru Kripa Sakhi, to my Guru Manjari, that I could be able to see a beautiful darshan of Radha-kund, beautiful darshan of midday Leela. And I do my obeisances, my dandavat, my pranam to Radha-kund, that you make me able to see this Leela. I was not eligible for this. She does not dandavat to Radha-kund again. So this is the Leela. This is darshan of first darshan of your Manjari or a Sakhi, Radha-kund. I hope all of you
Wow, thank you so much.
So this is the way that all of us should do the rūpa-dhyān, the līlā-smaraṇa. 1 hour, once our rūpa-dhyān is static, then we will successfully enter in līlā-smaraṇa. We can do līlā-smaraṇa very nicely and strongly. But for this, our rūpa-dhyān should be very, very concentrate and static. Okay. So the syllable Ras stand for the sweet, splendid love of divine couple Radha and Krishna. And when these syllables are reversed, we got Sar or lake. This secret makes the devotee very happy. Therefore, the devotees reveals Sar by bathing in the ras, and by Krishna's grace, they become blessed by attaining a love for Krishna that is equal to that of Śrī Rādhā-jū. When Krishna becomes eager to Śrī Rādhā-jū and all his endeavors fail, he takes shelter of Radha-kund. At the moment, he gets the audience of Radha-jū on the strength of Kund. The same way, Radha-jū also takes shelter of Shyam-kund, and thus she attains the company of Ṭhākur-jī. So look, these Shyam-kund and Radha-kund is so important of a Rasik devotee's life, that Ṭhākur-jī himself is taking shelter of Radha-kund, and Radha-jī is also taking shelter of Shyam-kund. So, and they are getting darshan of each other. So, and if we devotee also take bath in Radha-kund and get darshan every day, so one day definitely we will also achieve this beautiful Leela darshan of our beloved Radhe-jū and Ṭhākur-jī. So there is no need to think that I am not able to come to Radha-kund. So whenever you get time, you can feel that this is the mid time in Radha-kund in Braj Mandal, and then you start with your midday Leela. First feel yourself as Sakhi or Mañjarī, then you start the beautiful darshan of Radha-kund, take bath there, and then you will get the benefit as you are taking its direct darshan. Amazing lotus flowers, lilies, kalhara flowers are covering sweet water of Kund, surrounded by buzzing bees that becomes intoxicated by their fragrance. The chest of Kund also bears many beautiful, lordly swans and cranes that sing beautiful songs. When Krishna sees the Radha-kund, he remembers Śrī Rādhā-jū, and when Śrī Rādhā-jū sees Shyam-kund, she similarly remembers Krishna. The kund is related to Śrī Rādhā-jū in all respects, and while Raghunātha Dāsa describes the way he sees the kund, he simultaneously describes the self-manifest pastime that, that takes place there. This means rūpa-dhyān. Here it is clearly written that he simultaneously described the self-manifest pastimes that takes place there. So Rupa Raghunath-ji was watching his self-manifested pastimes. Okay, so we can also do the rūpa-dhyān, that is also called the self. What we did before 2 minutes, we were also doing it self-manifested Radha-kund here. Okay, and this Leela will take place in Radha-kund, in that divine Radha-kund. Ṭhākur-jī and Radhe-jū would receive it, they will accept it. Okay, so these are the great acharyas. You know, we do not have to do something very, very new thing in bhakti. We just follow these acharyas and we will reach the destination very quickly if we follow them. No need to make something very new. As he is saying that he made self-manifested pastime in the same way, taking the shelter of Sri Raghunātha Dāsa or our Guruji or our beloved Ṭhākur-jī Rādhe-jū, we also started manifesting a beautiful Leela and it will be accepted by Ṭhākur-jī. And in this way, our heart will also it will also develop that feeling to catch much and more rasa of this mādhurya-rasa and will be greedy for the more leelas of Radha-jū. Then you know what will happen the whole time. Not whole time, is most of the time we will think, okay, the midday leela is already manifested. Then I will do something in the evening time. I will do some evening leela, then night leela on the bank of Radhe-jū, on the bank of Radha-kund. And similarly, in your mind, when you will started thinking in this rūpa-dhyān, in your heart, a new nikunj will take place. You know, what these great acharyas were not going to one temple to another temple. What they were doing, they were making their own temple, their own nikunj in their heart. And they are doing darshan there. Their Kishoriji, Radhe-jū, Ṭhākur-jī was manifesting a beautiful leela in their heart. That's why these great acharyas were not coming from their bhajan kutia. Their disciples or some other Brajvasis, they are bringing food for them. Or sometimes they are going just to walk and to bring some bhiksha from the Brajvasis house just for 20 minutes or 30 minutes. Then again they are coming in the bhajan kutia because they have made such a beautiful nikunj in their heart. So they have no need to get so much joy, happiness outside of their bhajan kutia. I hope all of us also can engage ourselves and can make a one nikunj in our heart, where our Ṭhākur-jī and Radhe-jū can play beautiful leelas. So at noontime, Śrī Raghunātha Dāsa Gosvāmī anxiously cries out of grief, sitting on the bank of Radha-kund, and he suddenly perceives one very sweet pastime. He sees Radhe-jū and Ṭhākur-jī, Kṛṣṇa, playing in the water. The loser of the water splashing game must give a prize to the winner. Kundalata is the referee. And the prize is nectar from the lips, he says, of the loser. Radhika-jū first splashes Kṛṣṇa. How beautiful her eyes are. So I think the description which we listened before few minutes. So in the same Radha-kund, we should do the rūpa-dhyān of this midday leela that Ṭhākur-jī and Radhe-jū, they are splashing water on each other, and you become the referee, that mañjarī or that Sakhi should become the referee of this game. And what happens in this leela, during this leela, I will explain in next verse.
Oh, you will make a cliffhanger here.
I hope all of you enjoy today's leela, na? How do you feel?
Still in Radha-kund.
Wow. Very good.
Actually, I thought while I was there and you ended the Leela and you were talking, I thought, no talking, just let us stay there for a few more minutes.
Okay, next time I will tell you one big Leela for maybe for 20 minutes, and you can enjoy.
Yeah.
This is only like what is this called? The trailer of a Leela.
I was also thinking it's so short. When it stopped suddenly, I was really sad, and I was thinking, oh, this is how Raghunātha Dāsa Gosvāmī must
that separation should come, na?
Yes, there was separation, but
Radhe-jū, Radhe.
Radhe-jū?
Your Radhe-jū is here.
Oh.
Your
Radhe-jū
Also,
is
my
appearing on
Radhe-jū,
that.
yes. Yes, she's here. She wants to look also. Radhe, Radhe.
Actually, I really appreciated that we could follow your voice. It felt for me, it's so easy when you do talk about the Leela and we can go with your voice. It is so easy. It's almost like we can jump into a flow, and I also could have went on much longer.
Okay, so but it is also good, at least, yeah, this is a very good sign that you that everyone wants more. It is a very good sign. Uh, the more you greedy for this ras, Radhe-jū will bestow more mercy, and definitely this ras will like escalate in everyone's heart who is desiring it more. So it was a trailer. You also do in your room what we discussed today or what I said today. The more things will actually when I was thinking it before speaking, when I was thinking it in my room, it was very very long. But there is something like, okay, I'm over the camera and something come in mind, na? But when we sit completely alone, then it goes very very long. So it is very good if I think if you could follow this Rūpa-dhyān, so I can explain more because now this Leela start. It was only a very little Rūpa-dhyān for Radha-kund. Now the real Leela will start here. In next 2 or 3 stanzas are there. In next one day I will. Then all of you again close eyes and then listen this Leela, and you can enjoy more.
Wow.
I think it needs some practice before we can visualize by our own, So that was kind of a guided meditation where we can just follow. And maybe
Yes.
after, I don't know, 10, 15 times, or I don't know, we can develop our own, start developing our own little stories, maybe.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, very good. I will do in a way, and I will also make it more beautifully. I will describe it more clearly, so it can reaches to your heart and mind. So all of you can do nice Rūpa-dhyān. Once why I'm requesting every time. Once this Rūpa-dhyān is like it is like strong, then anytime you can do līlā-smaraṇa. This is the base, this is the foundation. The Leela is completely stand on the Rūpa-dhyān. Then it gives actually happiness. Then you feel when this form of Ṭhākur-jī comes in our mind, then it gives real happiness. Then we need some more. If we are not doing Rūpa-dhyān, I say, okay, she tells us it looks very nice, it looks very beautiful for here also. But if we are really doing Rūpa-dhyān, we will need it more and more.
Mm. 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 Mm.
And what, Karna Sindhu, how do you like this Radha-kund today? He's very much fond of Radha-kund.
I'm still in it. Thank you. Thank you for guiding us. Yeah, I just switched off my camera so I can just really be deep in meditation. It's just amazing how this works, how in this, let's say, in the mind or in the realm of consciousness, how that manifests itself, especially when there's proper guidance. All the details, everything can be seen, all the feelings are kind of starting to come out. And yeah, thank you. It's a wonderful thing. Like Ramdas said, there's a suspense till next week or next time.
Mm.
Yeah.
And this is really, you can feel the bath here. Now, this is practical bhakti.
Yes.
You get directly
I
connected.
intentionally do it today here.
What? Say again?
I intentionally did this today, actually.
Yes.
Yes.
And today also my Radha-jū wanted to show up, you see.
Yeah.
It was
Radhe-jū.
Thank you, Pratibha. This Leela is amazing, especially with the shawl.
Yes. My God.
That was very moving.
Thank you. And it would be very good if someone has this book. I think 2 or 3 people have this book.
I
You
shared
read
it in
it.
the group.
Yeah, you shared it already. Na? Who shared it? Maybe
I can do
Karna
it
Singh
again.
shared it. Yeah, please you, because Sheila once was asking for this book, I think. So everyone can read and can do rūpa-dhyān, and when I speak, then it will be more, you will feel more sweet. Na? It will be sweeter for all of you. If you read it once, then it will come in your mind.
It's very good to read it before, then we can enter more easily.
Yeah, especially because the Leela part is coming.
I have a small question.
Yes, please.
And I hope I am not too practical with this. I noticed some kind of, because I had this talk with Ramdas about like the mind which wants to understand things, and there's a little fear around that I somehow through this interrupt the bath flowing. But the question was already present last week, and I feel like I should ask it. It's actually, I wonder if we are in this transcendental bath, or also when we finally stepping into this in our transcendental form, is there still the concept of Ātma and Paramātman? Because like when we are in direct contact to God, so if we are in the transcendental world and we are directly serving, are we free from Paramātman? So are we only this? Yes.
Okay. Today, in the beginning, you told you about your dream. Okay. That you are in the Yamuna and just on the boat, and Ṭhākur-jī was there. What was that?
What was that?
What are you feeling at that time?
I felt, I would say I felt attraction, but also a sense of suspiciousness, or like, this human kind of experience where you are not 100% trusting, but you feel there is something.
Did you scared at that time?
No.
No.
I wasn't.
Any bhav of Atma Paramatma came any that time? No. Because you didn't know that you are seeing a dream or it is actually happening. Okay. Okay. So that is dream. By mercy, Ṭhākur-jī's mercy came. Again here by mercy of Ṭhākur-jī, you will feel yourself as Sakhi or Mañjarī. Completely forget Atma Paramatma at this time. You feel yourself as Sakhi or Mañjarī. Okay, we are not talking about Vedic Bhakti actually. This Atma and Paramatma is concept of Uddhavji.
Uddhavji.
Okay, Brahma. We are meeting with Brahma. Here Ṭhākur-jī, we can catch Ṭhākur-jī as I am catching my another hand. Do not go to that concept of Brahman, the soul, and our soul is going there. Having the same body, we have another Siddha Swarup, Sakhi Bhav or Mañjarī Bhav. When we do much and more practice of this rūpa-dhyān and this Leela, as you were not scared in your dream, here you will also not get scared. You will be so much in ecstasy. No need to get frightened with anything. The more you do bhajan, our Siddha, our that Swarupa, Sakhi Swarupa or Mañjarī Swarupa get be awakened. It will get some more power because bhajan makes it more powerful that our this Mañjarī or Sakhi Swarup. Na? So we have this our body here in our room, but we are serving Rādhe-jū and Ṭhākur-jī with our that bhav. That bhav takes a beautiful form of Mañjarī and Sakhi. With that bhav, we are doing seva. That bhav, this body name is Malte. In the same way, that bhav name is Sakhi or Mañjarī. It is so sweet. It gives you so much calm, so much peace, so much happiness, ecstasy, everything you feel in this body actually. Then the more you will feel joy, then automatically you will drawn to that again and again. What happens when we do chanting one round, 1 or 2, 3 malas, it gives like peaceness to our mind. Then we do more. Then we feel more happiness and we feel that we are protected more. So when you do this līlā-smaraṇa or this rūpa-dhyān, then you will feel different type of feeling of ecstasy and you will be more greedy. As 2 or 3 people of us were saying, it should be go long. Why did you stop? Na? We do not want talking. We want to be sink in this lila. Few of us, because it is giving pleasure to this body. Because that actually eventually our soul is looking for a permanent happiness. But what we are doing, eating some nice dishes, we think I will be very happy. No. Getting some more money, I will be happy. Not possible. Getting a new car, I will be happy. Impossible. Everything will be like finish in pain. But when we do rūpa-dhyān or chanting or the remembering of Leela, or when we are in Hari-katha, or when we are in satsanga or doing kirtan, it always gives so much happiness inside which cannot be told to, and it is the matter of only experiencing inside always. So when you do this līlā-smaraṇa practically, what is happening to you, only you will feel it. This is very different type of like bliss. That is why it is called transcendental bliss. Transcendental things, how we can explain? We experience it. Okay, so no need to get so much fear. As you were enjoying in your dream, but at that time you were sleeping, but here you are enjoying with your consciousness. This is so beautiful. Try it 1, 2, or 3 times. Then you will, when you experience more ras bliss, then you will do it more.
Thank you.
Are you familiar with this term Siddha Swarup on Malte?
Siddha Swarup, our eternal form, which we have in the transcendental Jnana. Yes. Yes, I would like to know. There is a part of me that, of course, has also some fear, because yesterday also I talked with this Vaishnava about that, and like this he was actually asking about also, we were talking also about the satsang, and he was very interested, and he was like asking about also the how you say, the amorous pastimes, which we are also talking about. And he said, like, okay, the more you do it in the transcendental world, so this is what he heard from Prabhupada, and so the less attraction you have to this whole concept in this life, So for me also, there's on one side, there is a longing for experiencing my Siddha Swarupa. Sometimes I even have a clue of what it may be, or something that feels like, but there is still this fear where I really feel the attachment to this material world, like, how am I really ready to step over, to just surrender, Sharanagati, full surrender to just accepting that it could be like I experience it, to then finally be in this. And I know that it's my mind, this, like, it's, of course, yeah. So
no,
yes.
You have a fear of detachment from this material world. Are you thinking like
Yes.
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 That's normal. It takes time. That's normal.
Once your mind understands, Malte, that true happiness exists only in spiritual realm, then you will. Then your fear will goes off. naturally, na?
It's also, it's like waves. It's not in general, Also, when we had this meeting in person, when we were talking about death and this and that, it's not that it's a permanently present thing, It's in waves. Sometimes with a dream, for example, it's really nice. Also, when you now told yes, what you just told, to just get into this, it's really nice. But then I feel that my material the package I'm still carrying is holding me away to really feel the lila you say, Like when I really feel it as it was in my dream, it unfolds automatically. But if there is too much mind in it, then the feeling goes away, and then it's more building something up, but not really feeling it, So this is very intense. Finding the middle way on creating, but at the same time feeling, and not over creating and imagining. I mean, it's, but really, stepping into this, and so.
Do not worry, the more you step in it, Thakur-ji will take care of your word. Do not worry, Thakur-ji will not snatch anything, na? Once he comes in his shelter, we have no idea how much we can think, like for 1 year, for 2 years, how much we can plan. And we have no idea what is going to be next second. But Thakur-ji has planned for us for our future. So no need so much worry to step in this bhav. Come here and Thakur-ji will take care. It will, okay, I tell you one story here, which I listen in satsang. Here in Vrindavan, a very big businessman used to come in, listen Hari-katha in satsang. And he was doing satsang for 12 years. So, and he was completely, he was fixed. He kept his time very fixed to the satsang that 12 years, he never missed the satsang. But such a great businessman. So even when he was in satsang, he was thinking about money and business. So once he was very sad. That time, after satsang, Babaji asked, what happened? Why are you looking so sad? Babaji said, because that businessman said, tomorrow I have to go for one work. It is very necessary for my business. This is my business trip for 2 days. And I'm thinking that my niyam, like what I have fixed, that I will go join everyday satsang, this niyam will be broken. This rule will be broken. So I'm very sad. Babaji said, no worries. In place of you send your son. Then it will be count that you have attended satsang. He said, okay. Still he was very sad. And next 2 days, his son also did not came. And after 2 days, this businessman again come in satsang. After satsang, Babaji asked, why you did not send your son? He said, no, Babaji, I was thinking if he come to satsang, he will be completely detached from the world. Then who will look after my satsang? Who will look after my business? Babaji said, you are coming from last 12 years. You couldn't be detached. Why you have so much fear that your son will get detached in overnight? It needs practice. Or it needs the longing, that desire. The more you desire, and it is said in Srimad Bhagavatam, Yasyaham anugrahami tad dhanam shanai shanai, on whom I bestow my mercy, I snatch the prosperity. But it is not. Thakur-ji says, if you are using your money, your mind, your prosperity, okay, to me, then I will take care of you. No need to no need to be so much worried, because there are so many kings. Like Dhruv-ji was also king. He was running such a big kingdom. He has so much prosperity. King Parikshit-ji was also there. So many kings are there who was completely devoted to Thakur-ji, and they have everything, health, wealth, everything, prosperity, family, everything was there. Because you are surrendering, giving every offering to Thakur-ji. So Thakur-ji is taking care. So do not worry. So what will happen with my materialistic? What Thakur-ji will definitely take care. Ananyas chintayanto mam ye janna parhyupasate tesham nityabhuktanam yogakshamam vamyam. Thakur-ji says in Gita, who is thinking about me and doing, remembering my transcendental form, I take care of them. What they lack, I provide them, and what they have, I take care of that thing. So this is the promise of Thakurji is saying in Gita. No need to worry. Just step in. This is the time that Thakurji has given all of us, that we are doing such nice satsang. If we could not do it today, then when we will do? This is the time. Tomorrow a new day will start. New things will come in. No one, and when we do bhajan, so many things comes in our mind. So many works will appear. So many things will appear. Now, because this is Maya. Now Maya controls us. Maya does not want. She doesn't want. She wants her power over ourselves. Now Maya is so strong. This is the power of again Thakurji. It is not allowing us to go very rapidly. But if we take shelter, Thakurji pulls us immediately. So just slowly, gradually, this fear will go off. The more the more we acknowledge our weakness, our fear, our any bad karma, the more it goes off very rapidly. Because we have tell it too. The Thakurji is listening now. In satsang, Thakurji all. Thakurji says, na, mad bhakta yatra gayanti tatra tristhami narada. Wherever my bhakta is singing or reciting my Hari-katha stories, there I sit. So at this time you are telling something about your fear. Thakurji is listening and it will go off from your heart. Definitely it will be. And, I will also do prayer, and because it has come in your mind, Thakurji will also do. And one day it will, you will also be the one who will motivate us. Okay, I saw this rūpa-dhyān in līlā-smaraṇa. It will happen soon. No worries.
Thank you.
Can I say something to this?
Yes, please.
Because I understand where Malte is coming from. It's like a crossover, from kind of from the material world, which we have tasted for so long, like millions and billions and quadrillions of years and lifetimes. We've been walked on this path, trying to get happiness in the material world, and then we come to bhakti, and then this fast track has been provided to us by Lord Chaitanya. It's so easy for us to really get a taste of what Kṛṣṇa consciousness is, means what my own relationship to Kṛṣṇa is. So, and sometimes that might be like scary how fast that goes. And two things come to mind. One thing is, because I recently started to research this a little bit more, because there's Vaidhi Bhakti and Raghunātha-Bhakti. It's a big discussion now, also in ISKCON. It's interesting. And so the qualification for performing Raghunāgā-Bhakti is actually greed. It means like you have to be greedy. Like, I really want to kind of follow the Vrindavan devotees in Vrindavan. That's the qualification for performing. That's one thing. Like when you have this thing, Malte, like, oh, should I not? Like there needs to be a certain amount of like, yes, I really want to, because at that point, like when you put some weight on the scale on one side, like, okay, Kṛṣṇa, here is my weight. And the Kṛṣṇa is going to look at this. Okay, he's really greedy for it, so let me give it to him. And then I think what's happening is that it's like eating. When you have like good food, like you come to a table where there is beautiful sattvic food, and then there is some food which is a little odd and old. You know what I mean? Like when you're on that table, and you will go for the sattvic food in one point, because the taste. Once you taste the good food, you will leave the old food kind of behind as well. So this is the way I perceive it. It's like it takes you into a new realm, and it takes also some faith and a leap of faith, but also some greed, to really, really go deeper. And then it's all magic there.
I also want to add something.
Yes,
I
please.
think this, what Malte is describing, it's very natural. I think I have the same feeling sometimes, or had it for a long time, and I made this experience, and I think it will come also natural. At some point, the taste changes, and you will feel more attraction to all these things. And now is the fear because you are not really there, and it's not natural now. No, it's a little bit trying to get it, and it will come naturally by time. Because when we do the Rāgānugā path, we always do it by attraction. And so take your time. It will come, definitely. And as also Pratibha is saying, this speaking about it and being honest about it, this is already the remedy. This is what helps to get out of it, or change the feelings, also this remove the fear.
As Malte came and he told about the Ṭhākur-jī's dream, so from that, after listening Malte's dream, it is already running back of my mind. As it stops, I will also think about more. So when you tell about your pain and happiness, it becomes like pain always goes off and the happiness always increases actually. So we should be very honest, especially in this satsang for our spiritual growth. Very good.
Thank you that you say it, because I felt some, also I felt some insecurity, because when you were like some weeks ago, you had this where you said you wanted to break because it was maybe a little bit too much or so, like you said, it sounded like there was maybe some inspiration or so was a little bit gone, and I felt this, like maybe it's also because I feel that you are very much in your heart, and you can access it very easily and share it also. And there's some kind of fear from my side to block this also, because I want you to let the nectar flow, so to say. And I do not want to drain you with these kind of questions somehow, so yeah.
We are here just to help each other and also get motivated with each other.
Yeah.
Here everyone can tell about their own experience of bhajan, but just one thing we have to be very careful, that it is said that Rāgānugā devotees should not tell their experiences to Vedic bhakti devotees. They will never understand and it will be naam aparadh, because they will feel so much offended. So we should not discuss with those. That's why I say the new devotee who is coming here, please you tell something little about yourself so we can have idea that you are in mādhurya-bhava. That is the reason for that introduction. So we should not tell to Vedic bhakti people, they will get offended. But with our this group or with our other friends who are in Raghunātha, we can discuss that. This is the way, Shri Harivansh Mahaprabhuji was discussing to the other devotees. Rūpa Goswami was telling to his Guruji Sanatana Goswami-ji, and Raghunātha Dāsa was telling to Shri Haridas Thakur. In this way, they could grow. This is like a seed in everyone's heart. I have a seed, and when you are telling your experience, it is going little bit. When I am telling my experience, it is becoming more. So this is one tree which is growing with the help of our experiences, our motivations, our satsang. This is the way.
Can I share experience that I had?
Yes, please.
For me, I have two feelings of consciousness. One feeling is when I'm awake, like everything is sort of real in my consciousness. Yeah, but that's a state when I'm awake. And then there's a consciousness when I'm dreaming, and that's also kind of real. Yeah. And while I was listening and while I was in Radha-kund, it was sort of I'm awake, but I am sort of in a dream that is real. That was a new experience for me.
Yes.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yes.
Now, there is sorry.
Yes, please.
Yeah, there's different states of consciousness. There's actually 4 states of consciousness, and the last one, which is really transcendental, is called turiya.
Turiya.
It's something new. You know, like we know how to sleep. We know what deep sleep means. We know what awake means. Like it's kind of a very deep sleep, dream, awake. This is what we know. And now finally, somehow that we come to this Turiya consciousness, somehow that we come to like transcendental Kṛṣṇa consciousness, Radha-Kṛṣṇa consciousness, very beautiful. And then so it's new. It's exactly what you describe. Thank you
it's
for
new,
sharing.
and it felt like it's sort of it's happening. You know, it's I'm there, it's happening, but I'm sitting here and I'm in the consciousness of being Markus sitting here in my chair, but at the same time, I'm in this different body, being in Radha-kund and experience the things that I've experienced there. Amazing.
Cool, yeah.
Amazing.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
That's why we are reading this Vilāpa-kusumāñjali, na? Raghunātha Dāsa Ji was also feeling when he came from that spiritual realm, he started lamenting because he got high level of ras there, and when it was snatched from him, he started crying. You know, as suppose in this materialistic world, if something is like my car is snatched or my home is snatched away from me, I will like cry. Or my some like materialistic objects are taken away from me, I will cry because I am materialistic people. I'm from this world. But when we become like Śrī Rādhā Dāsa Gosvāmī ji, by the mercy of Guruji and Rādhe-jū, then we will also lament like Raghunātha Dāsa Gosvāmī. Now we are finding happiness in sweets, delicious food, new dress, new everything like home, house, car, and many things. We are getting happiness. So when these are snatched, we started crying. And Raghunātha Dāsa Ji is getting happiness in Leela, in that spiritual realm. When it vanishes off, goes off, he started crying. So we are going to that direction. It is very good that we are also stepping in. One day the practice makes us perfect actually. The more we do practice, the more Ṭhākur-jī, Radhe-jū will bestow mercy. And one day we will really feel it. Na? And you know what will happen? Here I just forgot to tell you one thing. You know, here it is written that tree started, trees are shedding tears in the form of honey. You know, there is one Babaji, Vijay Krishna Goswami Ji Maharaj, and there was one place, it was fixed that he used to do bhajan under a banyan tree actually at that time. And he has very long matted hair, very long jata, this is called. So when he completely singed in līlā-smaraṇa, at that time their disciples saw that honey is coming from their jata, from their long matted hair. It's true, it happens. Because that spiritual things are giving effect on this body. How? Sometimes it happens, you have experienced, I think, then when we do such nice kirtan or when we are listening nice kirtan, then we have sometimes either goosebumps or we cry sometimes. Tears naturally comes out. Marcus, you share one video of like someone is playing and this Karuna Sindhu was reading us something about Ṭhākur-jī and one person was playing flute. When I heard it, we really had some divine feeling. Na? Because we sink in that realm for a few minutes. Then we have either goosebumps or we feel so much happiness. We cannot experience what is that, but it happens something. So with the great acharyas, what happens? Like Raghunātha Dāsa Ji, what happens when he feels himself out of that spiritual realm? His whole body is completely soaked with water because before at that time he was with Radhe-jū. He was in Radha-kund, dipped in Radha-kund. He was playing this splashing water from Radhe-jū's side to over Shyam Sundar. So he was completely soaked with water, but when Leela goes up, he finds himself but he completely took bath already. This body is bath. So it happens. But it happens on a very high level. Now what happens with us? That we feel something happiness during kirtan, or we cry, or sometimes we can't control, we started dancing. So these are the very small experiences we feel during satsang, kirtan, chanting, līlā-smaraṇa. It happens with us. Thakur-ji gives us this mercy at that time so that we can realize that what must they would be feeling, these great acharyas. Na? One day it will also happen with us if we do sincere bhakti.
Yeah, actually, when we were at Kanupriya's house and the Prabhu was playing the flute and Karuna was reading from the Bhagavatam, I thought this is such nice atmosphere, and Krishna is playing his flute. I was looking out of the window because I thought this is so beautiful. It will attract the animals from outside, and they will come and listen also. So I was watching out for some deer and so who come to the place to also listen to the nice sound.
This is the power of Bhagwan Thakurji's name, na? This is the power. This is the power. Yes. We cannot imagine how much power Thakurji's name has. And then the power of name is must there. So, when we listen the experience of someone, it really works. It makes our faith more bigger, na? Immediately, spontaneously. Okay, it happened with us. It will also happen with me. That's why we read Bhakti-mala. Otherwise, how we can think that many people do the darshan of Radha-kund. They are not getting that divine love of Rādhe-jū. Why? What is the lack in that? But here Acharyajan says, no, you do it little bit. Thakur-ji says, Jo tu dhave ek pag, to main dhavu saath. If you come towards me and take one step, I will come 60 steps to you. Just have faith. And the satsang is the key to grow love and faith in Thakur-ji. Once we leave satsang, it comes down. So we are connected somehow with a medium of satsang. It grows. It also encourages me when I have discussion with you.
Can I ask another question, Radhe Radhe?
Yes.
Is it okay, or are we running out of time?
Yes. No, please, you ask.
Okay. I don't know. I hope this is not a stupid question, but I just need to ask you this.
Yeah.
I want to ask if it's okay if I start feeling myself as a, like a loving companion of Radha and Kṛṣṇa, like really, like let's say a Saki mañjarī, even if I don't know my spiritual form in detail yet. I mean, I don't have Siddha Pranali. I'm just at the beginning. But is it okay to start feeling this, or I don't know if it's appropriate?
Yeah, it is 100% okay. This is the goal of our life, na? Start doing it. This is what can be the best in our life, na? Yes. So fortunate you are. This feeling arise in your heart. Very, very good. Yeah. Yes. Start feeling your friend, companion, maid servant, whatever you want with Rādhe-jū. Start with that. Very good.
Okay.
It means our satsang is working. It means, na?
Yes.
At least we are getting anything.
Okay.
Yes, go.
Okay.
Go for it.
I just asked for your permission, so okay.
No. I'm not the person you need permission. Yes, Rādhe-jū
But I
would
want
be
to
very,
share
very
this with
happy.
you at least. I want to
Yes.
That's good.
Very good, very good.
Yeah, there's a saying in Bhakti, fake it until you make it.
Yeah.
Is that a Bhakti one, yeah?
Yeah.
Not from Bhakti. This is from...
I wouldn't say.
But yes, you have feelings, Lara, and that's good. That's the way how to go.
Very good. Okay, so next Monday, or is it okay from everyone's side?
Thank you, yes.
Thank you.
Okay, so next Monday with the Leela. Okay, till then, Radhe Radhe.
Thank you
and
so
please,
much.
Radha-kund
Thank you.
Radhe Radhe. Thank you so much.
Rangana,